Hello and welcome to the channel. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, president-elect, has promised Nigerians that after assuming office on May 29, all the promises he made during the campaigns will be fulfilled. Where have we heard this one before? Every one of them, I guess. Buhari only a few days ago said he had fulfilled this after 8 years of the worst government in the history of Nigeria. So, yeah, politicians they know the difference anymore. Lie, truth, now all the same to them. Anyways, subscribe, like, share, and comment. Thank you. I will fulfill all my campaign promises, says Tinubu. The president-elect, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, on Thursday vowed that he would fulfill all the campaign promises he made when he assumes office as president from May 29. Tinubu, whose campaign manifesto was tagged Renewed Hope, made the promise in Port Harcourt, Rivers State, while inaugurating the magistrate court complex built by Governor Nyesom Wike's administration and named after a former chief judge of the state, Justice Iche Ndu, retired. The reform is on the way. I am here with the hope that you will collaborate with me. I promise you my commitment to fulfill all political promises I made, the president-elect declared. He added, I promise Nigerians the unity of this country is not negotiable. This is what Nyesom Wike and I are promoting jointly. I promise I will be fair to all. We will fight poverty, and we must fight it rigorously. Poverty of thinking, poverty of standard, poverty of reasoning. Tinubu commended Wike for building the courthouse, which he described as gorgeous, remarking that there was no better way to fight corruption in the judiciary than taking care of judges and making sure they are comfortable. Tinubu stated, I take a different angle to what Wike has done here today. It is fighting corruption, and you have been contributing very well to this. You don't expect your judges to live in squalor, to operate in squalor, to dispense justice in squalor. This is part of the changes that are necessary in our policy think tank. We must fight corruption, and we definitely must look at the other side of the coin. If you don't want your judges to be corrupt, you have got to pay attention to their welfare. If you want fair dispensation of justice, you don't want them to operate in hazardous conditions. Let's think value for value. If I don't have consumer credit and you want me to pay for the car I needed at once, 5 million naira, 6 million naira, driving temptation to corruption. But if you have consumer credit, then that will reduce the propensity to corruption. We don't want our judges to play foul, to compromise justice, not just the books, but do something. And I promise you, we are going to review all of these in our policy think tank. Tinubu said with what Wike had done, it was left for the magistrates to do justice. May God give you the will and the commitment to dispense justice to our society, he said. He lashed out at what he described as the division they gave my story yesterday, Wednesday, on Wike's demand for commitment that the federal government should refund the money spent by the state on federal projects. Tinubu said, I don't want to quarrel with anybody or with people before I even assume office, but I speak my mind always. We are on the same platform. We must tolerate one another, live together. Earlier, Wike harped on the need to up the culture of maintenance in the country, saying it was too early for the Council of Legal Education to ignore the Dr. Nebo Graham Douglas campus of the Nigerian Law School in Port Harcourt, which he built. Wike stated, when we handed over the law school to the Council of Legal Education, the Rivers State government gave out 400 million naira and said, look, put it in the account for the maintenance of the structures. We gave them property that they can use to make money to keep the school. We didn't want a situation where they would say the federal government has not released the money or the money they released is too small. I was told the other day that there was no light, there was no water. I can't understand our system. As I am leaving office in this 1 year when I come here, I don't want to see and hear that it is dilapidated or it has deteriorated. It will be unfair. So each month, you will get 20 million naira to maintain this place. So we will give you 1 year money in advance so that you will keep this place well. he said at the opening of the court complex. Subscribe, like, share, comment, and please turn the notification bell on. Thank you. Meanwhile, former presidential aide Reno Omokri has claimed that the president-elect Bola Tinubu used the Rivers State Governor Nyesom Wike to win the 2023 election and no longer needs them. This comes after Tinubu's statement that he would not refund the 80 billion naira Wike used for the infrastructural development of federal roads in the state. Given reasons for failing to meet the demands, Tinubu said he cannot make any commitment until he is sworn in as the president. According to him, he cannot sign a dime of Nigeria money or expenditure, and any commitment he makes will be personal and probably might not be able to pay. Reacting to this, Reno in a post via Instagram blamed Labour Party LP for the emergence of the former governor of Lagos State as president-elect. He also faulted how Wike laughed over Tinubu's statement that he would not refund the money spent on federal projects, stressing it was unlike him. He said, "Those screaming loudest about Tinubu are the people most responsible for his emergence. Tinubu is happening to Nigeria because of Labour Party. Remember when Obedient said they prefer to waste their votes? Tinubu is their waste product, and Nigeria is their toilet. Emotion blinds you in politics, and a perfect example is Rivers State. Look at how Wike smiled as he received polite insults from Tinubu. The Wike we knew would not have been quiet when Tinubu said he wouldn't refund any money spent on a federal project. Tinubu has used Wike. It does not need him anymore. Yesterday reminded me of what Maman Vatsa told the Nigerian army before his execution. As for the Nigerian army, when you start insulting yourself, you won't lack people willing to join you." In related news, Nigerian comedian Oluwaseyitan Aletile, popularly known as Sheyilo, has launched a search for a social media troll who threatened him over his political affiliation with President-elect Bola Tinubu. The comedian cried out over a distasteful message his wife Ebere received from a troll. In the screenshot shared on Twitter, a troll prayed for the death of Sheyilo's daughter, stating that life would be uncomfortable for his family in the UK where they reside. The troll added that since the comedian wants to destroy Nigeria, his daughter would also lose her life in the UK. That's the news, guys. Thanks for listening. Until next time, bye.